Dopamine is stealing your life. Look around you, right now, this very moment. Millions of people are sitting with their heads down, staring at glowing screens. Some are scrolling, some are watching videos, some are refreshing apps for the 100th time today. Most of them think they're relaxing, most of them think they're enjoying life, most of them think they're making their own choices, but they're not. And that's the terrifying part, because the greatest prison in human history isn't made of steel bars. It isn't guarded by soldiers. It doesn't lock you in a cell. In fact, most people carry this prison in their own pockets, and they love it. They protect it. They can't live without it. What if I told you that there are people making billions of dollars from your inability to focus? What if I told you that every notification, every swipe, every short video, every endless feed is carefully designed to keep you addicted? Not because they care about you, not because they want you to succeed, but because your attention is the most valuable resource on Earth. Think about that. Oil created empires, gold started wars. But in today's world, attention is worth even more. The longer they keep your eyes on a screen, the richer they become, and the poorer your future becomes. The crazy thing is that most people don't even realize they're losing, because the trap doesn't feel like a trap. It feels comfortable, it feels entertaining, it feels harmless. That's exactly why it's so dangerous. Nobody wakes up one morning and decides to destroy their potential. Nobody says, I want to waste the next 5 years of my life. Nobody says, I want to become weaker, less focused, less disciplined, and less capable. It happens slowly, one distraction at a time, one excuse at a time, one dopamine hit at a time. The first thing you touch in the morning isn't your dreams, it's your phone. Before your feet even touch the floor, your brain is already searching for stimulation. Messages, notifications, videos, entertainment. Your day hasn't started yet, and you've already handed control of your mind to something else. And then you wonder why focusing feels impossible. You wonder why reading a book feels difficult. You wonder why studying for an hour feels painful. You wonder why working on your goals feels exhausting. The answer is simple. Your brain has been trained to expect rewards without effort. And when a brain becomes addicted to easy rewards, hard work starts feeling like punishment. That's why most people quit. Not because they aren't capable, not because they lack potential, but because they've unknowingly trained themselves to avoid discomfort. And success lives inside discomfort. Think about every great achievement in human history. Every invention, every masterpiece, every successful business, every athlete who became a champion, every leader who changed the world. None of them were built through endless scrolling. None of them were built through constant entertainment. None of them were built by chasing pleasure every second of the day. They were built through focus, sacrifice, patience, and discipline. The very things modern society is slowly destroying. You see, dopamine itself isn't evil. It's actually one of the most powerful tools your brain has. Without dopamine, you'd have no motivation, no ambition, no desire to improve your life. The problem begins when dopamine gets hijacked, and that's exactly what's happening to millions of people right now. Years ago, dopamine was connected to survival. Humans had to hunt for food, build shelter, explore new environments, work hard before receiving rewards. Today, rewards come instantly. Food arrives with a tap, entertainment arrives with a swipe, validation arrives with a like, pleasure arrives in seconds. Your brain was never designed for this world. And because of that, many people are losing a battle. They don't even know they're fighting. Imagine giving a child unlimited candy every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, every single day. Eventually, healthy food would taste boring. Vegetables would feel disappointing. Normal meals wouldn't create excitement anymore. Now replace candy with dopamine. Replace sugar with endless entertainment. Replace snacks with social media. And suddenly, you understand what's happening to the modern mind. Real life can no longer compete. Building a skill takes months. Watching a video takes seconds. Creating something valuable takes effort. Consuming content takes none. Success requires patience. Dopamine addiction demands instant rewards, and every day millions of people choose the easier option without realizing the price they're paying. The price isn't money. The price is something far more valuable: time. The one thing you'll never get back. Every day you wake up with a limited number of hours, a limited number of opportunities, a limited number of chances to become the person you're capable of becoming. And every day dopamine whispers the same lie. You can start tomorrow. Tomorrow. The most dangerous word in the human language. Tomorrow is where dreams go to die. Tomorrow is where goals disappear. Tomorrow is where potential gets buried, because tomorrow never arrives. When tomorrow comes, it becomes today. And then your brain says the same thing again. Start tomorrow. The cycle continues. Days become weeks, weeks become months, months become years. And one day you wake up and realize you've been standing in the same place while everyone else moved forward. That's when regret appears. Not the regret of failure, the regret of never trying, the regret of knowing you could have become more, the regret of knowing you had potential but never used it. And here's the painful truth. Potential means absolutely nothing. The graveyard is full of potential. Potential without action is useless. Potential without discipline is worthless. Potential without execution changes nothing. The world doesn't reward potential. The world rewards action. Yet action is becoming increasingly rare because action requires focus. And focus has become one of the rarest skills on earth. Right now, there are people who can't sit alone with their thoughts for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, the moment silence appears, they reach for stimulation. The moment boredom appears, they reach for entertainment. The moment discomfort appears, they run away. But here's what most people don't understand. Boredom is where growth begins. Silence is where clarity begins. Discomfort is where transformation begins. Every version of yourself that you admire is hiding behind discomfort. The stronger version, the disciplined version, the focused version, the successful version. They're all waiting on the other side of resistance. But most people never reach them because they turn around the moment things become difficult. And that's exactly what dopamine addiction teaches you to do. Run from difficulty, seek pleasure, avoid discomfort. Repeat over and over again until years disappear. But not everyone stays trapped. A small group of people eventually notice what's happening. They start seeing the pattern. They realize that every distraction is stealing something. Every unnecessary scroll is taking a piece of their future. Every wasted hour is taking them further away from the life they want. And that's when everything changes. Because the moment a person becomes aware of the prison starts losing its power. The moment a person sees the chains, they can finally begin breaking them. And trust me, the story is only beginning. Because the real question isn't what dopamine is doing to your brain. The real question is this: what kind of person could you become if you finally took control of it? And the answer is far more powerful than you can imagine. Because in the next part, you're going to discover why the modern world is creating weak minds, why most people never escape the dopamine trap, and how a small number of people are building an unstoppable level of focus while everyone else is distracted. And once you understand that difference, you'll never look at your life the same way again. The difference is that most people spend their entire lives fighting battles outside of themselves while completely ignoring the battle inside their own minds. They blame their circumstances, they blame their parents, they blame the economy, they blame bad luck, they blame everyone except the one thing that is actually controlling their future: their habits. Because whether you realize it or not, every single day you are becoming someone. You're either becoming stronger or weaker, more disciplined or more distracted, more focused or more addicted. There is no neutral. Every action is a vote for the person you will become tomorrow. And that's why dopamine addiction is so dangerous. It doesn't destroy your life overnight. It steals it one decision at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, quietly, patiently, until one day you wake up and realize you have become a stranger to your own potential. But here's the good news. The same brain that can be trapped can also be freed. The same mind that learned distraction can learn focus. The same person who wasted years can start changing today. Not next week, not next month. Today. Because transformation never begins with a giant moment. It begins with a decision to stop running from discomfort. And the moment you make that decision, something incredible happens. You begin taking your power back. The version that refuses to quit when things get hard, that person already exists inside you. And every day you choose discipline, you uncover a little more of them. Every day you choose focus, you become a little stronger. The person you could become is watching, and time is watching. The question is, are you finally ready to stop watching and start becoming?